Here are 3 reasons why you should be grooming your dogs at home. Okay guys, so quick story. When I was younger, I was that kid that always brought home a stray animal. I'm a true animal lover, as many of you are out there. It's the reason why I became a dog groomer. But early on, I ended up accumulating multiple animals. At one time, I had 4 dogs and about 6, 7 different cats. Needless to say, I ended up having to groom them myself. I simply just couldn't afford it. Every time I brought home a stray, especially kittens, they would be infested with fleas, and I would end up having to do flea treatments constantly, and one thing led to another. So I ended up just kind of DIYing the whole thing and doing their ears and clipping their nails and giving all of my pets baths. And it is the reason why I became a dog groomer. I realized early on I'm pretty good at this. I really love animals and I love taking care of them. And I'm sure there's a lot of dog groomers out there who ended up with this profession for the same exact reason. We just love our animals, and that's what this video is about. So we're going to get into 3 reasons why you should be grooming your dog at home. Reason number 1. Reason number 1, especially if you have a puppy, is it prepares and teaches your dog to accept what it's going to have to do in its life, right? Grooming is a big part of dogs' lives, especially as puppies. When you go out and you purchase a puppy, you really should make sure that you introduce them to the grooming process. And we always recommend, and you can check out our other videos, our grooming table videos. We always recommend that you do purchase a grooming table and that you purchase some really good quality grooming tools, and you do a little bit of at-home work to introduce your puppy to the grooming process. This is going to help in a lot of ways. It's going to help in the way that when you do bring your dog to the groomer, your dog is already kind of used to the process, and you really primed them and taught them that this is going to be a part of their lives. No different than if you had a small child, you would definitely try to teach them the ABCs and maybe even how to read a little bit prior to even sending them to school. So really, it just prepares them for what they're going to need to do and accept for the rest of their lives. This really, really helps. Okay, so the second reason why you should be grooming your dog at home is it really creates a special bond between you and your dog. Grooming is a natural way that humans and other animals tell each other that we love each other and we care about one another. You can see grooming in pretty much all walks of life. You see monkeys grooming each other. Cats and dogs will also groom each other. Cats are notorious for licking each other and cleaning each other. There are even some species of insects that actually groom one another. So grooming is a very, very important part of life. We really need to focus on grooming, and we need to let our pets know that we care about them, and grooming is just one of the many ways that we do that. You can really create a special bond, especially if you have an area in your house where you put your dog up on a grooming table, as we mentioned, and you introduce them to it, and you get them to actually like being brushed out. You'd be surprised how much dogs and cats like being brushed if it's done properly. If you're not hurting the dog, or if you're not allowing the dog to become really matted and just completely out of hand, if you stay on top of it and you keep them nice and groomed, brushed out, you check their ears often, you can even go a little further and do some pads and do some sanitary clips on them. You can clip their butts and clip their nails. This is all going to really help your dog, and it's also going to create that bond. So you can bond with your dog simply by grooming them. Before we get into the third reason why you should be grooming your dog at home, do us a big favor. If you're enjoying this video, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel if you're new. So the third reason why you should be grooming your dog at home is, guys, you will save lots and lots of money. Trust me when I tell you, you will save a ton of money even if you groomed your dog in between groomings. With current grooming prices being on an average about $75 for a small dog, such as your Maltese, your Poodles, your Bijans, your Shih Tzus. Grooming can be very, very costly. Based on getting your dog groomed about once a month, that's about $900 a year. Over the lifespan of your dog, let's just take on average 10 years. Do the math. I come up with $9,000. So by doing this and taking part and just learning this trade and learning how to do it yourself, you can save tons and tons of money. That's right, you could save $9,000 over a 10-year period of grooming your dog yourself at home. Even if you didn't totally groom your dog at home, you could still save lots of money. What you can do is you can actually get your dog groomed a little less often. So let's say you brought your dog to the groomer every other grooming. Do the math, guys, you would still save about $4,500 over a 10-year period. So by grooming your dog at home yourself, you're going to save a lot of money. And also, if you're working on your dog, that means that your dog's going to get to the groomer in a lot better condition. So it's going to be easier for your groomer to groom your dog. And hopefully they charge you a little bit less. So you can even get a discount simply by working on your dog at home. Savings is a big issue nowadays. The economy's not that great, guys. We need to really watch what we spend, and dog grooming can be very, very expensive. So watch our videos. Learn how to groom. Watch other people's videos. There are tons of grooming channels outside of ours where you can learn tons and tons of grooming tips, and again, you will save yourself lots of money. Okay guys, so that's going to do it for this video. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe if you're new, and we will see you in the next video.